Do you ever find yourself tongue-tied during speaking exams, or worse, unsure of how to answer a question you have never thought about? Okay, don't worry. You are not alone, okay? Today, we are diving into how to prepare for the IELTS speaking test. So you can walk into that exam room with confidence and leave with a great score. So let's get started. I'm Farouk, your guide here at Polyglot Works Academy, where we help language learners unlock their potential. So in this video, I will share effective strategies, practical examples, and proven tips to excel in IELTS speaking tests. Whether you're aiming for a band 7 or higher, these insights will get you closer to your goal. So grab a notebook and let's break it down. First of all, let's demystify the test format, okay, guys? The IELTS speaking test is divided into three parts. First one, introduction and interview, which means part one. So you will answer questions about yourself, like your hobbies, your hometown, etc. Second part, the long turn it is. It means to speak for up to 2 minutes on a given topic. Part three, a two-way discussion. This is where you will explore abstract or more complex ideas related to the part two topic, or sometimes this can be different. Understanding what is key to prepare effectively. Okay, so now let's dive into the structure and practice strategy. So guys, let's start with speaking part one. Speaking part one is all about you. To prepare, practice answering common questions about your life, such as, what do you like to do in your free time? Or, can you tell me about a festival celebrated in your country? Okay, so the first key, do not memorize your answers. Instead, focus on sounding neutral. Here's an example. What's your favorite hobby? My answer will be, I would say reading is my favorite hobby. I love immersing myself in different worlds and learning from characters. Recently, I've been enjoying historical fiction because it's both entertaining and educational. So, notice how I expanded on my answer with reasons and examples. That is what examiners love. So, second example, what do you usually do on weekends? So, on weekends, I enjoy exploring local cafes and reading books. It's my way of unwinding after a busy week. Recently, I've started journaling while sipping coffee. It's both relaxing and productive. Moreover, it's also a bit of escapism when I get bored of the rush. I can say like this. So guys, never forget, IELTS speaking part 1 takes up to 4 to 5 minutes maximum. Okay, especially in the previous videos, I explained it detailedly with the math, the science of IELTS speaking test. Okay, so you have approximately 13 minutes in speaking part. In this speaking part, you will waste almost, or you will spend almost 3 minutes on speaking section 2. Okay, so you will have left almost 10 minutes for the other parts, part 1 and part 3. So according to this rule, speaking part 1 and part 3 can get the same amount of time. For example, 5, why not? But speaking part 1 is generally for A1 to A1, A2, and B1 minus. Speaking part 2 is generally B1 plus to B2 plus. Speaking part 3, as I said to you in the previous video, generally B2 plus to C2, that you can show your actual level. So what you have to do in this case, you have to save your time in speaking part 3. It means it can be, it can extend it maybe 6, 7 minutes. Then speaking part 1 can be maximum 3 to 4 minutes. It means you need to speak a little bit faster, but at the same time, develop structured, deep answers with a good vocabulary, okay? So that is all. For it, you have to give approximately 3 to 4 sentence long answers. That will be enough. So let's start with speaking part 2. As I said to you in the previous podcast, previous videos as well, speaking part 2 is a little bit complex subject, okay? You will have only one question. Please be careful with it. Speaking part 2 has only one question, not 4. It is a common misunderstanding in speaking part 2, and then all the students make mistakes, huge amount of mistakes in speaking part 2. Speaking part 2 includes only one question. According to this question, you will have 4 sub sub-questions. These 4 sub-questions generally include the details. For example, when, where, with whom, what kind of experience you have, you obtained, how did you feel, etc. Or how did it change your life? Okay, these are generally WH questions, but the last question is the most important question here. Why? I think so. Because the first 3 questions are generally WH questions. And everybody can easily include answers to these questions in the answer. But last question is about hypothetical situations or a little bit imagination, discussion, criticization. How did you feel? Or this experience affected your life or not? Generally, how question is asked. So you need to save your time to give an answer to the fourth question. How could you do it? Speaking part 2 takes only 2 minutes. 1 minute preparation, 2 minutes for speaking. For these 2 minutes, you will have 4 sub questions, but not try to give an answer. Okay, just you need to include answers of these 4 sub questions in your answer, in your story. So it will be an effective way. How to do it? You need to divide your answer in 4 paragraphs. First one is about the first question, second one is about the second one, third is about the third, fourth is about the fourth. How to do it? Up to 2 minutes, it means 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds you need to do. 30 seconds for the normal speed of the average student takes approximately 3 to 4 sentences. Okay, 3 to 4 sentences, because one sentence creation takes up to 15 seconds. So if it takes 10 to 15 seconds, approximately 3 to 4 sentences take almost 30 seconds. So totally 120 seconds, then it will become 2 minutes. But what you need to do, if you are not a beginner, if you are an advanced speaker, try to extend your answer till the end. It means 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 6 sentence long. So let's start with speaking part 2. As I said to you in the previous podcast, previous videos as well, speaking part 2 is a little bit complex subject, okay? You will have only one question. Please be careful with it. Speaking part 2 has only one question, not 4. It is a common misunderstanding in speaking part 2, and then all the students make mistakes, huge amount of mistakes in speaking part 2. Speaking part 2 includes only one question. According to this question, you will have 4 sub questions. These 4 sub questions generally include the details. For example, when, where, with whom, what kind of experience you have, you obtained, how did you feel, etc. Or how did it change your life? Okay, these are generally WH questions, but the last question is the most important question here. Why? I think so. Because the first 3 questions are generally WH questions. And everybody can easily include answers to these questions in the answer. But last question is about hypothetical situations or a little bit imagination, discussion, criticization. How did you feel? Or this experience affected your life or not? Generally, how question is asked. So you need to save your time to give an answer to the fourth question. How could you do it? Speaking part 2 takes only 2 minutes. 1 minute preparation, 2 minutes for speaking. For these 2 minutes, you will have 4 sub questions, but not try to give an answer. Okay, just you need to include answers of these 4 sub questions in your answer, in your story. So it will be an effective way. How to do it? You need to divide your answer in 4 paragraphs. First one is about the first question, second one is about the second one, third is about the third, fourth is about the fourth. How to do it? Up to 2 minutes, it means 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds you need to do. 30 seconds for the normal speed of the average student takes approximately 3 to 4 sentences. Okay, 3 to 4 sentences, because one sentence creation takes up to 15 seconds. So if it takes 10 to 15 seconds, approximately 3 to 4 sentences take almost 30 seconds. So totally 120 seconds, then it will become 2 minutes. But what you need to do, if you are not a beginner, if you are an advanced speaker, try to extend your answer till the end. It means 2 to 3, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 6 sentence long. All in all, your answer will end, or your answer ends just in 2 minutes. Okay? Otherwise, if you are a beginner, not an advanced speaker, you need to extend your answers not till the end. From the beginning till the end, you need to shrink your answer. It means shorten. It means 4 to 6, 4 to 6 or 4 to 5, then 3 to 4, and 3 maximum 4 sentence long answer. It means reverse pyramid. It will be better for you because the first questions, first, second, and third questions are easier and in orderly listed according to their difficulties. The last one, it means question number 4, is the most difficult one. According to this situation, if you are an advanced speaker and if you would like to develop your score in the exam, you need to extend your answer till the end. So up to from actually 12 up to 16 sentences, you have limit. If you create one sentence in just 10 seconds, if you're not speaking like me in the exam, because there will be a condition, hesitation. Okay, you don't have such time. Then you will manage your time and you will easily conduct your exam. How to do it? How to do it too easily? You're asking, just maybe I can hear. How can I count my sentences? It's actually too easy to count your sentences, guys. First one, for example, doing like this. For example, imagine that I just put my elbow on the table and then, yes, it's like this, it's like this, it's like this. I'm counting my sentences, right? Or like this, like this, just cracking my fingers and my joints. Or just step by step, you can tap your fingers on the table like a rhythm. So you can easily hear 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can do, and then okay, it's an automatic activity for you. You don't need to count your sentences because you can easily create sentences in your mind, memorize answers. You know your story, you know how to give an answer. It will be too easier. But step by step, you have to practice at home yourself to develop this technique. Then it will be an amazing, it will be an amazing technique for you, tactic for you in the exam to overcome with hesitation. Then perfect results will come soon. So guys, let's dive into speaking part 2. In part 2, you will be given a topic card, okay? And 1 minute to prepare. As I said to you, 2 minutes for speaking. And then the structure and prep formula I prepared for you. First one, P. It means introduce your main idea. Second one, reason, R. Explain why it is important. Third one, E. Example. Give a personal story or experience. And then 4, point, P. Restate and reconstruct your idea. So here is an example of the question. So describe a place where you have visited and particularly liked. You should say what place it was and when you visited there, who you went with, what was the most memorable about it, and explain why you particularly liked visiting this place. So my simple answer is this. One place I visited and particularly liked was Ubud, a small town in Bali, Indonesia. I went there last year during the summer, and the experience is something I will never forget. I traveled with a group of close friends who share my love for exploring new cultures and nature. We planned this trip for months, and Ubud was the highlight of our journey because of its unique blend of culture, spirituality, and natural beauty. So, what stood out most about Ubud was its tranquil atmosphere and the lush greenery all around, okay? The rice terraces, especially the Tegalang rice fields, were absolutely stunning. I remember walking along the narrow paths between terraces, feeling completely at peace and connected to nature. Another memorable experience was visiting the sacred monkey forest sanctuary. If I remember correctly, it was fascinating to watch the monkeys roam freely and interact with the visitors. This was an amazing experience for me. The local culture also left a deep immersion on me. We attended a traditional ballet dance performance in the evening, which was mesmerizing. The intricate customs and costumes, the music and the storytelling through dance were unlike anything I had seen before. Overall, Ubud was an ideal mix of relaxation, adventure, and cultural immersion. It's a place I will happily return to, not just for its beauty, but also for the sense of calm and inspiration it gave me. So, guys, as you see, it's a perfect 2 months long IELTS speaking part 2 answer. So, how to excel in part 3? Part 3 tests your ability to discuss and analyze abstract ideas. Here, coherence and vocabulary matter. So, let's tackle a sample question, okay? For example, do you think technology has changed the way we communicate? So, my sample answer will be like this. Yes, technology has transformed how we communicate. In the past, people relied on face to face conversations or letters, which were slower and limited by distance. Today, smartphones, social media, and messaging apps makes communication almost instant and regardless of location. The speed and convenience of exchanging information are major benefits. For example, we can send messages or hold video calls in seconds, staying connected effortlessly. However, this has reduced face to face interactions, leading to less personal connection. So, as you can see from my answer, it flows well, but it's not finished yet. Social media has also changed communication by allowing us to share ideas with a broader audience, but it can lead to misunderstandings due to the lack of tone and context in written text. While technology has made communication more efficient, it's important to balance its use with meaningful in-person interactions. Notice the balanced perspective that is what immerse examiners, guys. So, as you see from the speaking part 3, as you see from my answer, I try to extend my answer and it takes me up to 1.5 minutes. Why I choose this way? Because not how long you speak, how higher score you receive. 1.5 minutes for speaking part 3 is the top. Not try to speak longer than 1.5 minutes. Okay? And approximately for advanced speakers and fast speakers, 8 to 10 sentences are enough. But if you are just an intermediate or basic speaker, it means one sentence. Creating one sentence takes you just maybe 10 or 15 seconds. Just 6, maximum 8 sentences will be enough. Otherwise, you will waste your time and the examiner has to interrupt you to ask the second question. Okay, guys? So let's dive into the general tips now. Before we wrap up, I would like to give you some bonus tips, okay? First of all, practice with a timer to stimulate the test environment to build confidence. Second one, record yourself and listen back. It helps you catch mistakes and improve fluency. Third one, expand your vocabulary to learn synonyms and phrases to express your ideas clearly. Four, relax because nervousness can affect your performance. Take deep breaths and smile. And remember, fluency and coherence matter more than perfection. So let's come to conclude. So I guess we together overcome with the most hesitating and traveling part of IELTS. So speaking test doesn't have to be overwhelming. With the right strategies and consistent practice, you can ace it. If you found this video helpful, please like and share and subscribe to Polyglot Works Academy for more tips and resources. And let us know in the comments what's your biggest challenge with the IELTS speaking test. We would love to help you out. So, thanks for watching and best of luck with your IELTS journey.